Hi everyone, Jenn Pike here, owner of Simplicity Yoga and Fitness Therapy Studios in Keswick, Ontario, Canada. And I am coming to you newly in 2013. Amazing blank slate new year ahead of us. So happy you're joining us here on YoFit TV. Such an awesome opportunity to get some free information on how you can make this year your biggest, best, juiciest life. Not only do I own a yoga and a Pilates studio, but I'm also the lead holistic nutritionist for yoga rock star Sadie Nardini, and am contributing to her new book with Random House, which is coming out this fall, and have recently just written my own book, The Simplicity Project, which is a simple, no-nonsense approach to losing weight and getting your body back. And that is what I'm going to talk to you guys about today. In this new year of 2013, for the sake of our video today, I am going to really utilize the number 3. I'm going to talk to you about 3 different areas, 3 different dimensions of being well, being fit, and feeling amazing in your body, and then give you 3 different tips and strategies or things to think about for how you can actually achieve what it is that you're after this year. So most definitely the common thing that I hear about this time of year is setting new goals or new resolutions. And after 15 years of being in this industry, I've decided that this year I am going to take a step back from referring to things as goal setting, and instead I'm going to refer to them as life creating steps. Because really, to set a goal, we already attach ourselves to the outcome. And then we prevent ourselves from celebrating any of the small, tiny successes and even just making the attempt to achieve those. Because if we don't end up weighing less, if we don't end up being able to fit into a certain size, then we automatically assume that we haven't achieved what it is that we're trying to go for. And that's simply not the case. So this is what I want you to think about this year. Number 1, I want you to get yourself one of these awesome books, a journal. It doesn't have to look like this, doesn't even have to be pretty, but it's got to be something that is nearby, that is tangible, so that you can hold on to it and you can start to write down. I have got one of these with me all the time. Even right now, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I've jotted down some of my notes so that it keeps me accountable and it holds me to what it is that my focus is right now. So you need to know what your why is. You cannot just merely come to somebody like myself as a nutritionist and say, okay, I want to lose weight. First thing I'm going to say to you is why. Why do you want to lose weight? How is that going to impact or change your life? Do you want to lose weight because you want to have more energy? Do you want to lose weight because you want to have a better relationship? Because when you walk past the mirror, you want to look at the mirror and say, who is that? I look amazing. You have to define your why in order to have some level of higher motivation in the first few weeks of January to get you to where you want to go. That's going to be your first step right there. The second thing is you have to have a strategy. So if you want to lose weight, if you want to start to eat healthier, if you want to move away from having, more meat and move towards a more vegetarian way of eating, well, that's great, but how are you going to do that? Do you actually have people around you that can teach you how to do that? Do you have grocery stores around you where you can buy more of those products? Do you have a membership to a yoga studio, to a gym? Do you own a DVD player or now a Blu-ray player? You need to actually start to kind of catalog in your life the things that you have around you and then say, okay, this is what I need to purchase, this is what I need to toss, and these are the people that I need to surround myself with so that I can make sure I'm moving in the right direction and I'm staying in that direction. And then the third thing is, what will be your actions? So, now you've defined what your why is. Now you're taking a look at what your strategy is. Now, once you've set out the strategy, now what are your first actions going to be? Right? Obviously, if you've sat here with me today and said, okay, I think I need to go and buy the membership at the yoga studio. But then there's the other side of it saying, well, Christmas just passed and I don't necessarily have, the money today. Well, this is where you need to start to do your shopping. You need to look and see. There's tons of promotions that are happening right now. So you need to Google it. You need to go into your local newspaper. You need to go onto Facebook in your area and find out what are the most amazing studios around you that have awesome New Year promotions that can help you get your butt moving and move that much closer towards the person that deep down inside is waiting to explode out onto that yoga mat or onto the pavement running or into your kitchen. Now, the second area of your life I'm going to talk to you about is just that, what's happening in the kitchen and what's happening with your food. Nutrition is massive for me. It's a huge passion. I host my own show, Living Simpliciously, and in that I've broken it down into 3 categories, much of which I'm talking to you about today, that I think are the areas we need the most help in. So in the first segment of that, I take you into the grocery store because this is massive. You have to be prepared. If you want to eat healthier, but you go downstairs and open up all of the cupboards and open up the fridge, and what's staring back at you is, diet food products or, sugary laden cereals, full fat milk, cow's milk that's in there, chicken wings left over from last night, or Chinese food that's left in there. You don't have a hope. If you're surrounded by nothing but sweets and junk and man-made chemical food, how are you possibly going to wake up tomorrow and start a fresh day? It's not going to happen. So you need to have yourself armed. You need to start to determine the things that, like I say, you're going to toss, burn, and break up with. So the top 3 things that you need to toss, burn, and break up with are these: anything that says light, anything that says low fat, and anything that says diet. All of these are full of pretty much a chemical shitstorm of ingredients that are going on in there, and you need to just chuck these out of your life. I need you to get back to eating food how it falls off a tree, how it grows from the ground, rich in color, loaded with nutrients, and that actually gives you life into your living body. The next thing is I need you to take a look at all of the calories that you are consuming through drinking. So yes, this is your alcohol, which I'm sure you've all had a lot of after this time of year, but it is also your juice that you're taking in, your lattes that you're having, even some of the smoothies that people are putting together. When I look at the breakdown of the ingredients, you're starting off with sugar in a glass. So for your first, I would say, quite honestly, 4 to 6 weeks, I would love for you to replace everything that you are drinking with pure water. Reverse osmosis would be amazing. Spring water is awesome as well too. You can add in some fresh lemon juice into that, or fresh lemon wedges. You could also spice it up a little bit with using some organic frozen fruit and popping that in there. Cucumber slices, even a great stick of aloe vera from your aloe vera plant. And the emergency pack, it's 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. You can just pop it in there and you are rocking and good to go. And you won't be complaining about the taste of your water either. And as you start to get a little bit more intense with it, we can add in some super greens like chlorophyll, but you'll be doing a lot of work with me over the next little while, and I'll continue to feed you these awesome tips. So just start with what you've heard. And then from there as well too, you need to make sure that, like I said, there's more color. So you need to be going out and buying more produce, fruits and veggies, getting in more of your greens, your reds, your oranges, your purples. Now, don't go gung-ho on yourself and not have a plan in terms of an actual meal plan for your week coming up, or have recipes and go out and literally just buy up every single item of produce. You have to know what you are going to do with it. And as you continue to work with me over the course of this year, I'm going to be bringing you some amazing recipes live from my kitchen. We're going to get really close. We're going to cook together. We're going to maybe do a little bit of shopping together. We're going to do some label orientation together. I'm going to take you through some amazing core fusion flow yoga practices, some awesome Pilates practices, and some sculpted workouts as well too, where you literally are the machine. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. These little tips here we need to start to get going on. The third part of this 3-piece series that I'm giving you is talking to you about your exercise. You need to move. This is not an option. You got to shake what your mama gave you. You got to get that bum moving. And really we need to get to a state where between our food, our sleep, our mindset, balancing out our hormones, and our exercise, we don't have our body literally exploding out over top of our clothes. And this isn't for a vanity reason. This is for your health. Right? You live your life through your nervous system, and you experience your life through your cells. And if your body is literally being suffocated by all of this excess outer weight, those 2 areas cannot thrive. And it's pretty essential. So I need you. I need you to get up and to move your body. I don't need you to go and do some insane level workout right away, especially if you haven't been exercising. But you've got to find something that you love, something that brings you joy, something that is, yes, challenging. You've got to be okay with being uncomfortable. If your body's not uncomfortable, if you are not thinking to yourself that you literally want to like chuck a glass at the TV, at the person leading you in your exercise program, or there's not a tiny part of you that doesn't want to physically hurt your yoga instructor or your personal trainer, you need to change things up. You have to be able to be uncomfortable so that you can create a true shift in your body. All right, so I need you to exercise and move your body 5 to 6 days a week. None of this 3 to 4 times a week crap. 5 to 6 days a week. You were born to move, you were born to bend, and you were born to breathe deeply in a good, positive way. So I need you to get moving your body. I need you to start to discover what you love. Sample out some different places, some different styles of exercise, but get your body moving. The next thing is that I need you to do more functional levels of movement. So what I mean by that is I don't want you going into the gym, ladies, especially you, and doing the little inner and outer thigh machine. If you want to hit those muscles, I need you doing squats. I need you doing lunges. I need you doing Utkatasana, seated chair pose from yoga, the warrior flow series, fist of fire lunges. You need to act fierce. You need to get like Miss Sadie Nardini in your practice and in your life off that little mat. And then the other thing is I need you to do some smarter cardio. So we are definitely well beyond the years of thinking that we have to do this moderate paced cardio for a long period of time to burn fat. We know a few things over the past decade of science, and this is science telling us not just me, is that if you want to truly change the shape of your body, you want to drop inches, you want to firm up, you want to lean yourself out, cardio is not going to be the answer. It's going to be part of the equation, but it is not the answer. You need to be doing load-bearing, progressive overload strength training. You need to be challenging those muscles in order for them to be broken down, for you to nourish them through your food, through your mind, through your sleep, and supplementation to help them grow. So they get tighter and smaller, but more compact. They look better in your clothing. They feel better as you're holding your head high, and they are stronger, both in actual strength and endurance as well. And then the other aspect of that too is that with your cardio, it's all about intervals. It's mixing up these high intensity periods with lower intensity periods. And that doesn't mean, you do like 1 minute hard and 6 minutes easy. It's got to be somewhere in the mid gap there. And like I said, as we go throughout these next 12 amazing months, because every month they'll have a different focus for you, we're going to work through all of these strategies together. Today is all about just getting your little book, your paper, and your pen and starting to create your vision. Doesn't necessarily have to happen through pictures. Words are pretty darn strong, but I need you to determine for yourself. Talk to that little guru within. Figure out what makes you tick. And then I need you to get a buddy, create a tribe, an accountability group, somebody who's going to elevate you to a level of potential that you did not even know that you had in there. Or maybe you do know it and you were just tired of being so passive. And now you want to get up and friggin' live your life, right? Let this stuff explode. Make this year your biggest, juiciest life. Dream big, live big, and create even bigger. I am so excited to take you guys on this journey, and I can't wait for you to tune in to my next video. Have an awesome evening, guys. Namaste, and we'll talk to you soon.